Hi, grade 5. So this is a video about equivalent ratios. So this is a continuation of the previous video about ratios. So before we proceed, remember this very important information. Use cross multiplication to find the missing values. So in order to solve equivalent ratios, you will need to use cross multiplication like what you did in fractions before. So let's look at 3 examples on how to find equivalent ratios. Our first example, we have 4 to 5 is equal to n to 25. So the missing value is n. So how do we solve for the equivalent ratio? So first is we will change this ratio into fractions. So look at our example. So we color-coded the values in order for you to remember easily. So 4 becomes the numerator and n also becomes a numerator. Then 5 and 25 are the denominators. So instead of 4 to 5, we now have 4/5. And instead of n to 25, we now have n over 25. So we will find the equivalent ratio using 4/5 equals n over 25. So look at the colors of the values. So we have green and red. That means you will cross multiply those values. So 4 will be multiplied by 25. So you write it on the left part of your solution. And then 5 will be multiplied by n. And that will be written on the right side of your solution. So we have 4 times 25 equals 5 times n. And then we proceed. So get the cross product of the fractions, that is what you did. And then 4 times 25 equals 100. And then equals 5 times n, since we cannot multiply 5 by n since n doesn't have a value yet. We will find n. We will find its value. So just write 100 equals 5 times n. And then divide 100 by 5. Why do we do this? Because 5 is on the other side of the solution. So to transfer it near 100, it should be divided since it is the opposite of multiplication. So 100 divided by 5 equals 20. Therefore, 20 equals n. So the missing value is 20. And we will now write it correctly. So 4/5 equals 20 over 25. We replaced n by 20. And when we will write this in ratio, it will be 4 to 5 equals 20 to 25. That means 4 to 5 is the same as 20 to 25. Another example, we have 12 to n equals 36 to 48. So this time, n is on the left side. So same as the previous example, rewrite these ratios in fractions. So we have 12 over n equals 36 over 48. And then we will cross multiply. So 12 times 48 equals n times 36. So cross multiply. And then let us solve. 12 times 48 equals 576. And then equals n times 36. Now, to find the missing value, you need to divide. So divide 576 by 36. So 576 divided by 36 is 16. Therefore, 16 equals n. The missing value is 16. And now we will place it in our fraction. So 12 over 16 equals 36 over 48. And we write it in ratio 12 to 16 equals 36 to 48. And then let us have our third example. We have n to 21 equals 15 to 63. So rewrite it in fraction. N over 21 equals 15 over 63. So you need to cross multiply. N times 63 equals 21 times 15. So since n is on the left side, you will need to copy that. So n times 63 equals, so 21 times 15 equals 315. So it doesn't matter if you multiply the values or the digits on the left or the right side of the equation, as long as the equation or the part with the missing value, the n, you don't need to solve it at this step. Okay, so now divide. So divide. 315 divided by 63. That is 5. Copy n. Therefore, n equals 5. So the missing value is 5. So it now becomes 5 over 21 equals 15 over 63. In ratio, 5 to 21 equals 15 to 63. Once again, use cross multiplication to find the missing values.